All right, that heartless brat. She actually ran away with the peddler. If we can't hand her over or return the 10 taels of silver betrothal gift, how are we supposed to give it back? What are we using to refund it with? That money was already all spent by Beokai to bribe for favors. Now we can't even spare a single grain of rice at home. Father, Mother, we absolutely can't refund this money. I'm about to go to the capital for the military exam. It's the time when I need to grease the wheels the most. If we don't have this money, my whole future will be ruined. The eldest cousin ran away. So why? Should our family cough up the silver we received? But that he family is he teach. He's an exiled man stationed at the border town. Everybody in town knows. He's blind in one eye, with a face full of scars, and a terrible temper. Can't tell who the bride is. If she comes looking for us, what would our whole family do?
Hey,
Ma, isn't the right person right here? Swire. But she's mute. And she's so frail. So what if she's mute? Even a mute is a whole untouched young woman. That exiled guy from the He family should be grateful he can marry anyone at all. He still wants to pick and choose. Besides, my sister can help out at home. But now it's time for her to do her part for the family. Once I pass my exam and become an official, and become a high-ranking officer, I'll definitely remember her kindness. Beokai is right. It's settled. They want to marry me off to that notoriously fierce man. I've pretended to be mute for 15 years, got up before dawn to work every day, just hoping for a steady meal. But in their eyes, I'm only worth 10 taels of silver. Stop washing. Hurry up and get inside to change out of those rags. Yes, unintentionally. No, Mother. I don't want to go. It's the remote border out there. I'll die. I really will die. You damned girl, what are you doing? Your cousin ran away, and you still aren't satisfied when it falls to you? Your brother's going to be a great general one day. So what if you shoulder some burden for the family? Stop pretending to be pitiful in front of me. You have no say in this. Swire, don't blame your parents for being cruel. If you want to blame someone, blame your bad luck. A poor family has to at least see one child prosper. At least you'll have food to eat when you're over there. Take care on the road, little sister. That he tying looks scary, but he shouldn't be a bad person. Just live your life well. Hurry up and get changed. Don't delay tomorrow's big event. So this is my fate. Fine. At least I won't have to stay in this suffocating place anymore. Where is the Su family? The He family's bridal carriage is here. Quick, bring out the bride. This damn weather is enough to freeze to death. Coming. Master Sai, it's been tough on you. Come inside and have some hot water to warm up. Cut the nonsense and bring her out. Master, he is still waiting up at 2 Fort. Why is she mute? And her clothes are too shabby. They didn't even give her a padded jacket. It's still dozens of miles to the border garrison. Don't let her freeze on the way. Brother Sai, you must be joking. This girl has been tough since she was a kid. We've already received the 10 taels of silver. You can take her away now. From now on, whether she lives or dies, it has nothing to do with the Su family anymore. We've signed the contract on this too. All right, enough. Get in the carriage. Take care on your journey, sister. Su family, from now on, I, Su Swire, sever all ties with you. Even if I die at the border, I'll never set foot in this place again. Is this how I die? Fine, at least I won't have to suffer anymore. We've arrived, get out quickly. Mm. Master He. The Su family said the older daughter ran away. This is their second daughter. She's mute, but the contract's already signed. I've delivered her. Check her if you want. I need to get back. Brought over a little girl who's nearly frozen stiff. I don't know either. The Su family just handed her to me like this. Master He, I've already delivered her. I'm leaving now. Scram. So that's He Teach. The one everyone says is short-tempered and no one dares to mess with. Will he throw me out today? If you don't want to freeze outside, get down yourself. I can't die here. Even if I die, I can't freeze to death out in this wilderness. There's some catnip in the corner. Go find yourself a spot and don't bother me. So this is my wedding night? No red candles. No wedding wine. No marriage bed. Just a fierce man cleaning a wooden stick. And a drafty dirt hut. Looks like I won't make it through the night after all. Fine. I'll just go to sleep like this. Is he taking me with him? Wrap up tight. If you wake up tomorrow, get to work. This man who looks like a demon turns out to be more human than my so-called blood relatives. Crap, how did I sleep so deeply? If he thinks I'm lazy and throws me out, I'll have nowhere but death on this wasteland. You're awake. The kitchen is behind the house. There's fresh flour in the jar from yesterday. Can you cook? No. I cooked for a dozen people in the Sue family. As long as I can work, he won't throw me out. Then get to it. Make something hot. So much white flour. At the Sue family, we only had this for brothers' exams or on New Year's. A bite of the food my mother and I have eaten for years. It's always wild veggie buns and bran cakes. He just leaves it out so casually, without even a lock. I have to make the best meal ever, to show him I'm useful. After we argue and make up, we hug. We. Share this moment. You made this. Why aren't you eating? In the Sue family, women aren't allowed to eat at the same table as men. I'm just a servant girl who was bought. How could I dare eat with him? Is this how the Sue family treated you?
He's angry.
Is he going to kick me out? Stay inside the house. Eat the leftover noodles in the pot. You're not allowed to step outside the fortress even half a step. It's not safe out there. This is the most filling and warm meal he's ever had in his life. Why hasn't he come back yet? The snow and wind are so strong outside. Could something have happened?
Take this.
Go to the military market this afternoon. Buy that frostbite ointment while you're at it. Apply it after you wash your feet. Don't get sick and make trouble for me for no reason. And those shoes, hurry up and change into them. Just seeing those worn-out shoes irritates me. He walked more than 10 miles through the mountains on purpose to go buy shoes and ointment for me at the military market. He and I aren't related at all. Why is he so good to me? Back in the Sue family, even if I froze or starved to death, nobody would spare me a glance. Why are you crying? I'm not talking about you. Hurry up and go change your shoes. Then make dinner. We'll have the same noodles as at lunch tonight. Add more meat. So this is what it feels like, to have someone waiting at home for you to cook. In the midst of all this, my husband may just be a hunter, but he always brings back more supplies than we can use. And every time he goes out, there are always people in combat gear, talking to him quietly outside the fortress. Just who is he really? Don't ask what you shouldn't. Just focus on your work. This is the military supply allocation log. Grain, arrows, and horse feed are all mixed together. Not even a total count. If something urgent happens, how could you possibly manage the supplies? Well, nothing's happening right now, so I'll organize it for him. At least it's something I can do for this family. What are you doing? That hurts so much. I hate it so much. You calculated this. Swire, be honest with me. Can you really understand these? You have a photographic memory. An outstanding logarithmic sensitivity. Heaven is really on my side. He actually found a treasure. Sir, to tell you the truth, these accounts are connected to the lives of all 3,000 soldiers at the border. The accountants sent by the court most likely came together with those corrupt officials. All these ledger books are fake. I'm good at training soldiers, but these complicated numbers really give me a headache. From now on, everything in these boxes is yours to manage. You double-check all the accounts. I trust you. He's actually putting such an important matter in my hands. In the Sioux family, I'm just a useless worker. But in his eyes, I'm actually a treasure. Went to town on business this afternoon. Picked this up on the way. I was going to give it to you long ago, since you know how to read and keep accounts. It's perfect for you now. He actually noticed. I've been writing with burnt branches all along. I thought no one would care about that. I'm just a rough guy. All I know is fighting with a stick. Seeing you always writing with branches really doesn't look right, since you're Hetai's woman. The things you use naturally can't be worse than those rich ladies in town. And take this, keep it safe. The border situation is unstable now. I may have to lead the troops out at any moment. This is for your self-defense. This is called a precision slingshot, a custom-made self-defense tool from the military. Doesn't require much arm strength. Just aim for this cross and you can shoot instantly. Within 20 steps, no one can dodge it. Stay focused. Try with my strength once. Look at the latch in front. I've been here. Don't ask for tomorrow. After eternity. Just being human. Not bad. You're learning fast. From now on, take an hour every day. I'll teach you to build up arm strength until you can draw this slingshot yourself. Out here at the border, relying on yourself is better than anyone else, understand? I'll do my best to get stronger. I will never be a burden to you. I want to help you guard this fort. Protect this home. Today, the guards are heading to Haifeng Valley for patrol, to guard against bandit raids. The earliest we'll be back is evening. Too much love. Don't worry, I'll remember. Remember when you're at home, no matter what happens outside, no matter if the sky falls, you're not allowed to open the door. Someone is forcing their way in. Use the slingshot I taught you for self-defense. Hurry up and open the door. The supply camp is checking passes and knee guards. Why waste words with a mute, brother? I heard Tai went to Black Wind Valley again. Only this pretty little mute is left at home. We've been holding back for so long. Now's our chance to go in and ask for some tea. I can't be afraid. This is my home. It's the home my husband gave me. I absolutely can't let anyone destroy it. Stop wasting words and grab him. What can an exiled convict really do to us soldiers? Once we barge in, let's see what he's got. Hee hee, little mute, big brother is here. Stupid mute. How dare you try to trick a soldier? I'll teach you a lesson today. Ah. What are you doing? Lord. It's a misunderstanding, all a misunderstanding. Ah, ah, we just came to ask for some water. Listen up, punks. She is my wife, brought here with an 8-carriage bridal procession. She is the person I protect with my life in this world. If anyone dares step one more foot into this yard, or shows her the slightest disrespect, I'll hand you over to military law, charged with trespassing and punished accordingly. Severe punishment. Get out. And it's all right, Sui.
I'm back.
With me here, no one can hurt you.
It's me.
So what if I love you so much? Did you get hurt anywhere? Father, you're not mute. I'm not mute. Before, I was afraid they'd sell me to someone even worse. But I'm not afraid anymore. Because I have you. The desert winds outside have blown for 2 springs and autumns. The once dilapidated lonely fortress on the wilderness is now the strongest support for 3,000 soldiers on the border, in their hearts. And the once bullied mute girl
Has long since transformed.
into Lady He, who commands the military and holds its fate. All right, take a break. The ledgers never end. You'll ruin your eyes from fatigue. I'm the one who feels sorry for you. Why did you come home so early today, husband? Didn't you say? The new Imperial Inspector is coming to the military camp today. You were supposed to be at the main camp. Really? Just a pretentious scholar who bought his position with silver. As soon as he entered the fortress, he complained about the sandstorms and how easy it is to lose battles, dragging his feet along the way. Is someone like him even worthy of me greeting him in person? I've ordered the Deputy General to keep an eye on him. He won't meddle in military affairs. Let him do as he pleases. I've gone over this half-year's rations budget. The court's funding has been less each time. If this new inspector is here to check the accounts, he's probably not here with good intentions. What's there to be afraid of? Out here, the military law calls the shots. As long as he keeps in line, we'll let him live. If he dares touch the soldiers' life-saving rations, we'll hand him over to the military courts. He'll face strict punishment by law. So this is your big border garrison? Not even a decent welcoming banquet? Where is that He Teach or Liu Fengfen? How dare they not come pay respects to me? Such nerve. General, he is currently patrolling the border. Life is harsh and cold at the border. The soldiers can't even get a good meal. We have no spare funds for a welcome banquet. Stop pretending to be poor in front of me. The court allocates millions in rations every year. How could there not be money? Go. Hand over all the account books and granary keys. I will personally inspect them. Sorry, Inspector. All grain allocation at the border is managed by the main tent of the He family stronghold, without General He's personal order. No one can move a single grain of rice. Under the whole sky, is there any land that isn't the king's? And the family of an exile dares to control the lifeblood of our military supplies on their own? This is outright rebellion. Let's go, bring the guards to the He house. I want to see who's got the guts of a bear and the heart of a leopard. What a bold exile. Actually trying to build such a lavish residence in such a harsh and bitter land. How much have they embezzled to do this? Once I have the evidence, I'll not only seize their money, but also accuse them of embezzling military rations. Open the door. If you resist, you'll be charged with obstructing official duties. You're Susuer? You little brat. How are you still alive? So it's the inspector. You're not handling military affairs in camp. Yet you come shouting around my family's private house. What brings you here so noisily? You're not mute? You can actually talk? You've been lying to the family for over 10 years. Good sister. Such a good sister you are to me. Back then, I had you take my place in the marriage. You must have held a grudge. But look at you now. If it weren't for the 10 taels of silver I arranged, how could you enjoy such wealth and status? It's all thanks to your brother. That's fate. You sold me for 10 taels of silver to buy your own future, hoping I'd freeze or starve to death beyond the frontier. Now that you see I'm doing well, you come here wanting to claim family ties. Sir Su, your shamelessness is even thicker than these border walls. You little brat, don't be so ungrateful. You're a member of the Su family. You owe your life to the Su family. I command you now, hand over the account books and storehouse keys right away. Obey me, help me get this done, and I'll guarantee your husband's safety. Otherwise, I'll accuse you of embezzling military rations and report you to the censorate. Don't forget you signed a death contract. I'm an official, you're a commoner. Let's see who the court believes. Go ahead, accuse me. Su Baokai. Do you still think this is the city where you could do as you please? This is the frontier. The account books are in my study. If you think you have what it takes to get them, just step across this threshold and try. Fine. You sharp-tongued brat. Since you don't appreciate favors, don't blame me for putting the law before family. Someone arrest this woman for obstructing official duties. Search the He household immediately. Who dares touch her? Just now, who did you say you were going to arrest? Your Hiti? I am an imperial official, personally appointed by His Majesty. If a traitor attacks an imperial official, that's a serious crime. An imperial official? The court sent you to the frontier to oversee military affairs, to protect the border and the people, not to throw your weight around and squeeze the people dry. You broke into a private house, intent on harming others. I could hand you over to the military tonight and have you dealt with according to the law. Go back to your garrison. Reflect on your actions. If I catch you abusing your power at the frontier again, or harassing the common people, I'll report you to the court for dereliction of duty. Get out. Sir, did I scare you? It's my fault. I came back late. Husband, I'm not afraid. That man is my former blood brother. The death contract for those 10 taels of silver 2 years ago was a trap I set to protect myself. I pretended to be mute just to survive. Husband, now that he's here, he won't give up easily. What he wants is power and money. He'll be like a leech, sucking out the very last drop of blood from here. We can't just sit and wait for death. This time, I will personally cut off this toxic relationship. All right. What do you plan to do? I'll do whatever you want, husband. Even if it means going after a high-ranking official, I'll have your back. Hitajan and Suswire, you evil pair. How dare you cause me losses? I will make you pay the price. Sir, that Hitajan is highly skilled in martial arts and has great prestige in the army. If we go head to head, I'm afraid we won't gain any advantage. A head-on confrontation. I'm a civil official who strategizes and plans. Why would I compete in brute strength with a reckless man? Even if Hitajan is good at fighting, can he conjure food to feed those 3,000 mouths? What do you mean, sir? Pass along my secret order. Reach out to all grain merchants in town. I want to buy up all the supplies at 30% above market price. Acquire every bit of grain at the border. At the same time, set up checkpoints on all main routes into the pass. Intercept all convoys carrying grain to the He family's fortress. I want to see, when the camp runs out of food, and 3,000 soldiers are starving, how Hitijo can still act arrogant. Once chaos erupts in the army, I won't even need to lift a finger. Those starving soldiers will naturally seek revenge on them. By then, the He family's golden mountain and all those ledgers will belong to me. Swire, we've received a message from camp. Every grain store in town suddenly closed this morning. All supplies were bought out at a high price by some mysterious buyer. Our convoy heading to Ling County to buy autumn grain was stopped at the checkpoint by the supervising guard. We don't even need to guess it's Subeokai, that useless bastard behind this. He doesn't dare come openly, so he wants to cut off our grain route by underhanded means. With 3,000 troops and horses, we'd be lucky to last 7 days. I'll send someone to military justice to report his unauthorized checkpoints and the seizure of military supplies to get our grain back. Don't be anxious, husband. Even if we get this batch of grain back, he'll come up with other dirty tactics. Since he wants to play the starvation game, let's play along. Did you already have a plan? Husband, do you remember 6 months ago, when I had you dig several large root cellars in the mountain caves, under the pretext of renovating defense works? The border is bitter and cold, and lack of supplies is always a pain. After I took over the accounts, I knew we couldn't let all our lifelines be exposed. For the past 6 months, I've used the cover of merchant caravans to quietly use surplus pay in batches to purchase lots of old grain and jerky and secretly move it into the mountain cellars. The stockpile there could last well beyond 7 days. Even if the whole army didn't get a single grain for half a year, it would still be enough to keep everyone well fed. Subeokai thinks if he blocks our public supply line, he can force me into a corner. But he doesn't know he's only cut off a fake supply line. I knew it. My wife, he too, is the smartest woman in the world. Since we aren't short on grain, what's your next move? Since he loves money, I'll make him lose everything. Since he wants to cut off our retreat, I'll lure him into our trap. Let him walk right into his own grave. Husband, find me a clever and unfamiliar brother. Preferably someone smooth-talking and afraid of death. I want to send my dear brother a big gift. You're a deserter from the He family fortress. Why do you seek an audience with me so late at night? General, please spare me. I really can't bear to stay in the fortress any longer. The camp is about to run out of food. General He is furious and says he'll cut the rations for the lower ranks to cover the deficit. I simply can't hold out any longer. So I snuck out with Madame, He's ledger tonight, to come join you, sir. I beg you for some food. Quick, hand over that ledger. So fond of it, huh? Excellent, just great. He-Tian, now you finally got what's coming to you. Weren't you always so tough? Didn't you always want to protect that little girl? Let's see about that. In 3 days, how will you feed the soldiers? Go. Deliver my written order. Take all the banknotes I brought with me, and all the calligraphy, paintings, and antiques collected in the capital, and mortgage them at the money houses. Then go borrow silver from those wealthy merchants of His Majesty. Borrow as much as possible, my lord. You mustn't. The interest at money houses is extremely high. If we risk everything we own to buy grain, and if something goes wrong, shut up. What do you know? We are already at our wits' end. There isn't a single grain of rice to be found in the market. As long as I have all the grain in my hands, in no more than 5 days, they'll come crawling to me like dogs to beg. By then, all the treasures in that vault and Hetigen's official position will all be mine. Go do it now. What's going on? It's already the 5th day. Why is there still no word about the grain being cut off? My lord, sir, bad news. I saw it clearly. Not only is the camp's grain supply not cut off, on their supply carts, they're loaded with pure white rice and high-quality dried meats. The soldiers are eating so well, their mouths are greasy, my lord. How could this happen? That ledger, that account book is a fake. Sue Swire, you heartless woman. I won't let you get away with this. A scout just reported. The town's money houses have already brought people and surrounded the inspector's group completely. They're starting to demand repayment. All the grain Subeokai hoarded, even if it's sold at base price now, no one can afford it. He who does evil will eventually destroy himself. He is insatiably greedy, trying to exchange the soldiers' lives for his own wealth and privileges. This is the fate he deserves. Husband, we won this round. Ah, ah. Subeokai, paying back your debts is only right. It's only natural. If you don't pay back those 200,000 taels of silver today, we'll smash your office. That's right. If you still won't pay up, we'll petition the censorate together and accuse you of embezzling military funds and hoarding for profit. Get out, all of you. Get out of here. I am an imperial official. I am His Majesty's appointed inspector. How dare those merchants rally others to besiege the authorities? Are they rebelling? My lord, it's over. The creditors outside said, if you don't pay up today, they'll report it overnight to the capital and expose all the evil deeds you've done out west to the censorate. Should they file a report? We absolutely can't let the capital find out. If my father and brother find out, I lost all the capital. They'll never forgive me. Dead either way. I refuse to just sit here and die. Hitai is just an exile. And Su Swire is just a concubine's daughter. But in their hands, they must have hoarded all the military funds saved these past 2 years. Go! Gather everyone left. We'll head to the central camp. Sir, you've lost your mind. Without a troop order, invading the camp privately is a capital offense. I am the inspector. Checking military supplies is only right. As long as I get hold of the real military funds ledger, I can turn the accusations on them. Accuse them of embezzling government military funds. By then, all the charges will be theirs. And that silver can pay off my debts. Let's go. Suzur Hitaiing. You two have some nerve. I'm here by decree to inspect the frontier supplies. Yet you scheme in secret to frame an imperial official, causing the military and economy to collapse. Men, seize these traitors and find their hidden military funds ledger. Lord Su, 2 years ago, when you sold me for 10 taels of silver, did you ever imagine that you would someday end up this desperate and cornered, looking just like a stray dog? You little brat, stop being so sharp-tongued here. I'm here today to conduct official business. Hiding the army's main ledger is a capital crime. So Lord Su, your so-called official business, is hoarding grain at sky-high prices with loan shark interest rates, trying to starve thousands of soldiers on the front lines? Or does it mean that now that you're desperate, you're planning to steal military pay to fill your own bottomless pit? Did you really think all your dirty deeds could be kept hidden forever? What a textbook example of embezzlement. A shameless traitor trying to benefit yourself while sacrificing those on the front lines. Subeo Kai. Look closely at who I am. Yes, Imperial Envoy left Vice Minister of the Ministry of Revenue. Lord Lu, why are you here? I am here on the Emperor's secret orders, to secretly inspect the northwest border defenses. If it weren't for General He and Madame He being prepared in advance, and submitting clear evidence of your bribery in the capital over the past 2 years, your plundering at the border, and even your attempt to cut off military supplies, with every detail recorded and handed directly to me, I wouldn't have known that within the Great Zhou court, there was such a disgrace, betraying both the country and its people. No, that's not true. Lord Lu, they're framing me. That woman faked the books. It was her. Subeokai, open your eyes and see clearly. What's recorded here is every usurious loan you've taken out, the addresses of all 13 warehouses where you hid grain, as well as secret letters exchanged with corrupt officials in the capital, detailing how you split the loot. I spent half a year setting this trap, just to make you cough up every single dirty coin you swallowed. Every last cent. Guards, remove Subeokai's official hat. Strip off his robe. And by my order, seize all stockpiled grain under his name. And send it all to the border troops. Throw him into the prison wagon. And send him immediately to the capital, to be tried jointly by the Supreme Court and the Ministry of Justice. Punish him to the fullest extent of the law. Su Swire, you heartless woman. I'm your own brother. How could you collude with outsiders to frame me? I won't let you all get away with this. General He, Madam He, I owe the two of you a great debt, not only for rooting out a court parasite, but for saving the border's grain supplies and the lives of the soldiers. I will report your contributions truthfully to His Majesty.